Okay. All right. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome to Lewis Schaffer Livestream. Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. And I am uncooked. I'm in a mood today. It's going to be okay because I know I'm in a mood. So I'm going to be really as loving as I can possibly be and as optimistic too. I'm really feeling very pessimistic. Maybe you can knock me out of my pessimism. Maybe, am I supposed to be optimistic for you that everything's going to be okay? I don't think it is. I saw Donald Trump on the TV. Did you see Donald Trump on the TV? And I saw him. We can discuss Donald Trump. We can discuss, whether people are buying into him in America. It doesn't, kind of the political polls in America. Most of them are scams. Most of them are really okay. Good point. Good point. Good point. That's a really good point. Thank you very much, Joodles. Can you hear me now? How does this sound? I didn't plug it in. I've got to plug in the thing, which I have to do right now, which I just did right now. Doodles, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is there much of a delay? I don't know if there's a delay. I don't know if there's a delay. It doesn't seem like there's a delay. Let me just see what's going on over here. Let's see what's going on over here. There's a little bit of a delay. Let me check the latency on this thing.
You can't afford a bit of delay.
I can't. What do you mean I can't? I got it.
Wait, you can't avoid it.
I can't avoid it. It says settings. There is a thing where it says delay. Is the please don't curse, Columbus. Is the volume messed up? Can you hear me?
You need to re-plug in the headset.
I plugged it in. I unplugged it in.
Yeah, but then you have to move the mouse, please. The mouse. Okay. But once
We're checking this right now. I unplugged Delgado.
you can't just unplug it,
Yeah.
because then you have to come back here. You have to plug it in again.
Do I really?
Yeah, just plug it in.
Okay.
No, just leave it. Leave it.
Oh, here we go. Let's try now.
No, just leave it, please. You have to come here and then, because right now it's using the headset one, but it's not. Okay, plug it in again. It's and put it in. What are you doing?
I also turned it off down there, all the way in the bottom there. I don't know whether
What?
way down. Go to the bottom of this thing here. That there.
Why?
I don't know. I turned it off and now it's back on.
No, just ignore it. Don't touch that. Okay, so but can you put it into the other socket? Just
We're doing a sound check. This is just insane.
well, I told you. I said before that it needs to be plugged into the back of the computer, but it's not really long enough. I mean, it is long enough, but you. I don't know. Okay, unplug it.
I don't want to. It can't be plugged
Yes,
in the back.
yes.
There's literally no room, Columbus. It's not a long enough wire for this to happen. Can we not be funny, people? No more funny, especially during moments of crisis. You're like always making jokes. Stop with the jokes already. No one cares. It's not long enough. Can you unplug it? It's not long enough. It's not plugged in.
Yeah, well, take it out and put it into the front of thing.
But did,
And just leave it. Leave it.
we're checking the audio right now. I can't hear myself.
They can hear you.
They can't hear me.
They can hear you. It just sounds bad. They can hear you. It's just not coming up.
Well, what do you think it is? Any ideas?
Probably because you shouldn't have started the stream without checking it first.
How do I check it? I can't check it.
Yes, you can.
I have to ask you to check it, and you say, "Can you please not talk to me?" That's what you say.
Listen,
Isn't
I've
that what
shown
you
you how
said
I've shown
before?
you how to check
Every
it.
time I say, "Can you please
Oh
check?" you
my
say,
God.
"Don't talk to me."
Please, quiet. Look, okay, you see here.
Yes, I see it here. It's not there.
Yeah, it's not there because you needed to have restarted. You had to have checked it before.
Well, what should I do
Well,
then?
you'd have to turn this thing off, like stop this, like the
Okay.
thing streaming.
All right, I'm going to stop the stream. I can hear you. Can't hear me. Stop talking to me if you
They
can't.
can hear you. It
They
just
can hear.
sounds
They
bad.
can't hear me well enough. Okay, how do I
Just end the stream. Click end stream.
where end stream?
What do you mean
here.
where?
Okay, stop it. Thank you. Can you people not make jokes when I'm in the midst of a crisis? They can't hear me yet. Can they hear me now?
Yeah.
Can I think now it's like I'm live. All right. We're back on track. We're back on track. Thank you very much for tuning in. Why is it the same people? Shouldn't this be a new stream? Steve Cuff, can you hear me now? How is the sound? Just say yes or no. I want at least 5 people to say yes. Ooh, it should be okay. There we go. Can you hear me now? Wes, we can hear you. Can you hear me perfectly? That's what I want to know. Not can you hear me a little bit. Can you hear me perfectly? Yes. This is the same thing that's happened. And every time I say, like the producer said, you have to check before you go on air. I cannot check unless I speak to somebody. And I speak.
You can check.
How can I do that? Hello, Julian.
You can check.
Hello, Lexi. I need any kind of tech supports there. Who wants to come in and sit with me and maybe sit on my lap? Kermit here. You're all out of sync. Why am I out of sync? Let's turn this. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you see me? Can you hear me? How does it sound right now?
Yeah, it's working.
Is it working right now? I can't hear you. This is makeshift. Yes. So you can hear me. The sound is gone again. Is the sound gone again?
No, just ignore that.
And it's in sync. Okay. And he's back. And now I can hear him. We can hear you now. Yes, you are back, Lewis. Okay, we're back. All right. Maybe I should like have a little moment of prayer. Maybe I should have a moment of prayer or something. And just calm down. Remember to switch to all messages. Okay, that's right. Switch to all messages. Thank you very much, Steve, for that. Okay. So let's where did the thing go? Oh, you put it over there. I'm not meant to be doing this. Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome. Another day. Okay, I should have a Kermit before each. I should have a moment with Kermit. I should have. I've been demonetized. I've got no money. And not even a future money coming in. Before I could look at it, I could think, oh, I'm getting £1.60 or £1.80 for this show, but that's not happening, and that's making an effect. And number two, I'm you see Donald Trump on the air, and I'm watching him thinking, God bless this guy. But then supposedly all the opinion polls are saying America's against him. Yeah. They're saying they're against Donald Trump. And that really depresses me because either the opinion polls are lying, which I could believe that they're lying, number one, or that Americans don't support him. And that means half of America is horrible, Okay. Okay. So and the third thing is, then I wasn't listening to it, but someone I know was listening to the BBC, and the BBC are such liars. Do you know, does everybody know how bad the BBC is? They're really bad. Yeah, really bad. Really bad. There's bad news, and then they're going to come after me. And I've been watching that we saw that video 2 days ago of the woman being molested, or whatever the word is, attacked by the cops, and the cops are like, lie. I mean, cops of course lie, and they're allowed to lie. They're allowed to lie, and then then they say, people saying to me, "Oh, no, 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 that's all made up of the police coming." But it wasn't made up. It wasn't all made up. The police came to this person's house. They went into her house. They took her phone away from her, which I don't think she was allowed to have her. She wasn't allowed to have her phone taken away from her. And I mean, obviously, you can believe. I mean, you can't believe anything the BBC says, and you can't even believe what's in your own mind from the BBC, because the BBC has basically taken over the brain of this country. Once upon a time, they were a tool, and now that they are the actual brain of the country. It's like 2001: A Space. I don't know what film that was, but there's a film. I know there's a film. There's a film about this, that your brain is taken over. This country's brain has been taken over by the BBC, by ultra communism, feminism, socialism. It's been taken over. My brain has been taken over. I'm so unloving. I am so unloving. I need to be more loving. But I'm a bitter, angry man. I'm yelling at my own kid. My other kid has done something that I've been told is really annoying, or even worse than annoying. It's not criminal exactly, but okay. Anyway, so
What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other one.
I know, but I don't understand.
I don't want them to understand what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't understand what you're talking
Well, then that's good. I don't want them to understand, because it's so painful and horrible to me. To you, maybe it's not painful and horrible, but to me, it's painful and horrible. Is it painful and horrible, producer? Anyway, okay, so that's why I'm all upset. I shouldn't have been listening to Donald Trump give his UN speech. Did you listen to him give his UN speech? Do you remember 5 years ago he gave the UN speech, and what did he say to the Germans? He said, you should not be taking money from the Russians, or the vice versa. You shouldn't be buying oil from the Russians. And the Germans laughed at him. Do you remember that? I'm asking a specific question to the people here. Joe, Blackadder, Ruben, Kermit, Claire. Do you remember that? Do you remember when the Germans laughed at Donald Trump? If you laugh at Donald Trump, okay, it's a really bad sign. It's a very bad sign against you if you're laughing at Donald Trump. It's a bad sign, because Donald Trump, he tends to be right. He's not even inarticulate. He's just, maybe he is inarticulate. So he's giving a speech like the speech that he gave. I don't know when he gave that speech about the Germans, but he said basically the Germans should not be collecting Russian oil, or shouldn't be giving them Russian oil money. Okay? Shouldn't be doing that. Right? Should not be doing that. But he did it. He did it. They shouldn't be doing it, but the Germans did it. Not that I like the Germans. I'm still mad about that war that we had. Not really, but you expect them to be smarter, and they were laughing at him. They were laughing at him. And it's like when I hear the BBC, which I do not listen to the BBC. I don't get the BBC here. I don't know how I heard it, but when I hear the BBC, I go, these people are idiots. They are such idiots. But they're the state propaganda network here. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I think the Germans realize that country is in threat. And you know what I did? I was on Wikipedia and I read the article about the Islamic takeover of Spain. And it didn't have anything, and there were no details really about any malfeasance, but it was really depressing. Absolutely depressing. And that's what we're having here. I mean, we're spending all our time worrying about the Russians or worrying about the Chinese when we have other people to worry about. Anyway, so thank you very much. We've got 30 people watching this thing, which is good already. Today's a Tuesday. I thought that Rose was going to come by today. She is not coming by today. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. She says she's got a cold. The producer has a cold. I do believe it's possible to get a cold. I don't believe it's caused by germs. Okay, that's so you know that about me. Okay. So is there another stream somewhere? Is this the only stream? Or is there other streams going on at the exact same time? But the people that I watch is Rasmussen's polls. You know about this guy. And he says that 50% of Americans support Donald Trump. But at the same time, 40% are totally against Donald Trump. So it's a higher number that are strongly against Donald Trump. It's 40%. 34% strongly support Donald Trump. That means that's 74%. That means 26% of people are in between, which isn't that much. They don't have a strong opinion. 74% have a very strong opinion about Donald Trump. So that's a bit of a problem, really. I thought it was so if you do the math, have you seen the report there, producer, about Rasmussen? Anyway, have you guys seen this? That means that if 40% of the 50% that do not support Donald Trump, okay, that's 80% of the people who do not support Donald Trump do not support him strongly. Okay, that's not a great sign. That's not a great sign, and it means only 20% of the population are a bit wishy-washy about Donald Trump. But it also means that 50% support Donald Trump. I love Donald Trump. I don't care what anybody says. I like looking at the guy now. He just makes me. We could discuss that. We could discuss climate change too. Anyway, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Blackadder, for coming in. Claire, good to see you. Steve Cuff, Joodles, Kermit is here, of course. Makeshift 101. When you live in London, be prepared to get colds at least 4 times a year. The underground breeds colds. The underground does not breed colds. There's no colds in the underground. There's no germs floating around. Okay? I mean, irritation causes inflammation. Maybe there is. I don't know. Okay. Vatanai is here. Daz is here. I want to discuss Jeremy Vine. Well, is he suing what's his name for calling him a nonce, a bike nonce? Oh, is that what he called him? Are we allowed to even say that? I don't even know if I'm allowed to. I don't think he is. But is that what that great football player said? Okay, at least Donald Trump never created the Boris wave, 1 million migrants in 2 years with indefinite leave to remain. Yes, well, I mean, yeah, indefinite leave to remain. That means that's what I have. That's what I have. Tylenol does not cause autism, says Lucy. How do you know? I don't think it does either. I think autism is just bad parenting. And I know people are going to hate me for that. And maybe that's why I'm demonetized. That's another reason I'm totally depressed, is because I'm been demonetized. I'm told that I'm a bad person and I'm not on JB News. So I'm a bad person. My career is over. I'm a bad person. That's what I've been told. I always found I got a cold or flu. This is what Marianne says. After school concerts or science fairs, schools are germatoriums for those who believe in germs. I mean, no, no, because when do you have these concerts? They're always in the coldest part of the year, when people have to go indoors, Marianne. And indoors means you probably haven't been getting enough sun outdoors. Zero evidence. That's not the same thing, Lucy. Just because you don't see the evidence, that doesn't mean it's not true. That's not any proof. Vine won that case against Barton when I was in Turkey. Okay, so that just happened last a couple of weeks ago, right? Weren't you there? Anyway, did you hear about the flu? Who joined Instagram? It's now an influenza, says Russ. Okay, could be a funny joke. Satire, Lewis. Yes, this is a comedy satire program. But am I not allowed to have real feelings? Do we know what I'm really feeling? I mean, we've had some good shows. I just feel like I feel like the whole thing, this whole experiment with this is going very nicely, but it's also crumbling right in front of me. The increase is mostly due to changes in diagnostic criteria. Yeah, I could see that, but it's not just that. It's like everybody wants their kid. That could be true, Lucy. Everybody wants their kid diagnosed with autism so they can spend more time taking the test. But when you see wonky kids used to be wonky in the past. They used to be wonky in the past, and now they're wonky now. What causes wonkiness? Bad parenting. I'm so against bad parenting. I'm a bad parent myself. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I got to speak. Anyway, cardigan. Okay, let's get back on track. Russ is hitting on Marianne, which is good. No, you are definitely not allowed an actual opinion. Laugh out loud. Is that true, Kermit? I don't know the rules in this country. In America, you don't have to say, I'm a comedian. You're allowed an opinion. Here, they come knock at your door with two baby police people. Babies. And then they take away your phone. They march into your house. Even though and then the way the woman was speaking to the cop was so British. You have to say, do not come in. You have to say things in a definite voice so that they understand it. There's this kind of a feminized thing that is just really, that people don't really understand. They don't understand. I think I look all right. Do I look all right? Can you hear me? How does that sound? Dragon does the English constitutionalist. I don't know what that's about. But the point is, what is the point I'm making at? Autism. Bad parenting. It's like the Romanian, no one's mentioned this, but it's like the Romanian kids who are in the homes, the adopted kids. They were, they weren't getting enough attention. Thank you, Claire C. I'm extremely. No, that's not what his name is. I don't know who Cardigan is. I know the band The Cardigans. When I was on holiday, my girlfriend was hit by a tidal wave of tonic water. She got swept away. That's a joke, okay. The problem is that the police these days do not seem to learn the law. They are given carte blanche to do whatever they feel is in their power, Kermit. That is not true. They're told exactly what to do. These people don't have an opinion. They're told exactly what to do. They're not sitting there making up the rules. They're on Team World. They're globalists, they're communists, they're socialists. They believe this stuff. They believe that women can be cops. They believe that that's an appropriate thing. And I believe that I should be able to say that women can't be cops, which is wrong of me to say. But you've got a cop who's 5 feet next to a cop who's 6 feet. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Joodles is saying nice things to Ian. Okay, that's nice of you, Joodles. Oh, so you're saying Makeshift 101 to go to Rumble. Yeah, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm also doing? I'm also posting things on eBay. I made a promise, a 90% promise, that I'd post something on eBay, and I'm halfway through posting things on eBay. Where would you post an old phone, a 100-year-old phone? Where would you post that? I'm posting it on eBay. Okay, it's supposed to be a police service, like an ambulance service, a fire service. It shouldn't be called a police force. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. A police force. Yeah, it shouldn't be a police force. It shouldn't be representative of the state. Those Romanian children were the result of pronatal policy. What about like having children? I mean, like, the Romanian state wanting more kids. That's very interesting. No, what happened is it came at a time when the economy was maybe bad, and people didn't want to take care of their kids, so they gave their kids up. Bad parenting does exist, but so does genetics. Vantanai says a school where there were 3 brothers who were on the autistic spectrum. Their dad was like that too. They were lovely parents. Well, if you're autistic and your parents are autistic, that could just be being raised by wolves. When you're raised by a wolf and you act like a wolf, well, that's totally normal. That's exactly what you're saying. They acted like wolves because their family were the wolves. Wolves. I just heard that 5,000 wigs have been stolen from a shop in Brixton. The police are combing the area, says Russ. Okay, it's one of those jokes. I've got mild autism. Both my parents don't have it. How do you have mild autism? Am I autistic? Let's talk about that. Do you think I am?
Yeah.
Yeah. The producer says that I'm autistic. Do you think that I'm autistic? My son says that I am. He looked at me. Maybe he was just being provocative. How are you autistic, Makeshift 101? And how old are you, Makeshift 101? They are sitting there making up the rules. This is the cops. Like the female cop who said you can't have a certain amount of cash or sing religious songs out of church. They have literally no clue. Well, you know what? If this were a better country, every time the cop lies in a bad way, like that, Kermit, then you should be able to sue them. You would sue their butts off. And then that they would learn. And then then the head would get fired. Or you could be elected. They could be elected. Okay? Right. The police act like there are rules only when it suits them. When they really want to get things done to imprison nationalists, they are right on it. Exactly. They're imprisoning nationalists. That's what we are. We are nationalists. It sounds like we're Nazis, but we're nationalists. Okay, Daz says ADHD. What does that mean in reference to? Joe goes, Lewis, I'm not a doctor, so I can't comment. I appreciate that. My daughter had a friend. She was not autistic. Her stepdad was, and so was her step-twin siblings. It's not genetic. That is a total lie. And it's not like poisoning. It has to do with you ignore a child at your own risk. My daughter had a friend. Okay. Makeshift 101. Only 1 in 10 people have what I have. Apparently, I'm 30 years of age. Oh, you're so young. Ray J is here. You're one of the youngest people here, Makeshift. Are you fat? What is your diet? Are you eating a carb diet or are you eating a meat diet? Hello, Ray J. How is everybody? Please, you don't need to ask how everybody is. We're like 40 people here. We're 41 people, maybe even more. Maybe even more. We're not neurodivergent. Here comes Keith Bexley. Neurodivergent people are attracted to other neurodivergent. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that is true. I'm attracted to all you people because you're neurodivergent, and I am neurodivergent. Claire C says, no, Lewis, you're not autistic in my opinion. You are quirky. Yeah, so what does it mean? What does it mean? If I got a higher mark because I am considered to be autism, should I go for it? Would you go for it? That's the question. Would you go for it? Would you go for it? The idea that the Amish are free from these issues is total bull. Yeah, of course it's bull, because there are bad Amish parents too, you have to believe. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? I believe that, Lucy. I'm with you on that. It's total bull, but it's not caused by having paracetamol. You could have brain damage from causing it, but it's not going to make you, I know this is just, one thing. Don't say that I'm anti people who do this. People who do this are people who have not gotten enough attention. Kermit comes back in and says, and I love everything that Kermit says. I'm sure we're all on a scale, but they didn't get tested at such things in the black and white days. That's true too. That is true too. But I don't think there was as many bad parents back in the day. So, yeah. So I'm with Lucy and I'm with Kermit. Yeah, there's too much testing and there's too much giving into people, and people need like a smack in the head, and they need to be told, you're not autistic, just grow up. Okay. I think Chinese Elvis should open up a crow's shop. Then we could all go round to have a rook. I don't understand what that is. I'm going to read it again. Ruben, I think Chinese Elvis should open a crow's shop. What's a crow's shop? A crow's shop. Anyway, Mark J is here. Nationalism is about loving own land, own family, own town, looking after ourselves first. If you're not for yourself, what are you? If you're only for yourself, okay? Who are you? Who said that? Martin Buber, I think he said that. That's what Mark J says. If it's about loving yourself, I don't see why that should ever be an issue, because they're globalists. They don't want you to love yourself. They want you to love those people over there that are coming here to take our stuff from us. I'm sounding so unloving. I want to apologize to you people. I want to apologize. I'm sorry. But that's, yeah, it shouldn't be an issue, but it is an issue, because nationalism is anti-globalism. And globalism is communism, socialism, feminism. It's what it is. It's the state taking over and then giving out stuff to the people that they think should get it, which mainly is them. And there's been no successful socialist, communist, feminist society. Are you going to the shop? But please buy. No, don't get that for me. No, I mean, honestly.
Okay.
Can you get it for me?
I was going to.
Don't. It's too expensive. It's £2.20.
I was going to surprise you.
Well, why did you ask then? You know I have to say no. Should I get an ice cream? I had an ice cream today when I went for a walk in the park, and I had an ice cream. Yeah. Mark J. I'm with Mark J. Makeshift 101 says, of course we are nationalists. We love our country and wanted to do well economically and ahead socially overall. That is so true. That's what we want. At least Donald Trump, he continues, is inspiring people in this country like Nigel to get more tougher on immigration overall. You want this country to succeed, you don't let the immigrants come into the country. I'm against immigration. Call me a racist. I'm an immigrant myself. Call me that. I don't care. My dad just would give me a look and I wouldn't dare to do a bad thing. Yeah, well, you're not doing a bad thing now. Mary Ann comes in and says, I have heard a multiplicity of theories regarding autism, ranging from bad parenting, genetics, vaccine schedule, the age of the father, toxins. I know everyone hears those things, but you're hearing from Lewis Schaffer that it's bad parenting. And you know how, Marianne, if you do not listen to me, it shows an incredible lack of respect. Lack of respect. How many ice creams you want a day now, Lewis? I've heard they cause autism. Maybe they do. Maybe they do cause autism. Don't get me one, producer, please. Don't get me one. Don't get me one. You sure, Keith Bexley says, he's calling me a hypocrite and a liar. Is that appropriate, Keith Bexley, to call me a hypocrite and a liar for eating a lot of carbs, for a rabid anti-carbite? Yeah, I got yelled at a lot. You're not the only one to yell at me. Claire is always yelling at me. I get yelled at. Or I get called a liar because I'm eating carbs. But today I woke up, I was 77.8. How much do you guys weigh? How fat are you? Don't be fat. Because when we get together, I'm going to say, you're fat. I didn't know you were fat. Because to me, if you have a little bit of fat, you're fat. And my face, and this is making my face look fat, this camera. I don't look thin. I don't look thin. I'm a liar. I am a liar. Are you a liar? Why don't you just tell me? Tell me right now, people out there. You know who I'm talking to. Tell me, are you fat? And when I say fat, I mean, do you feel comfortable sending me a picture of yourself naked? If you don't, anyway, waiting to meet grandson, your grandson. There you go. You got a grandson. My wife recognized, hold on a second. You're skipping ahead. It's all going ahead. My son recognized an ex-pupil, a bit caveman looking and very limited. That means he wasn't smart, I assume. That his younger brothers came out. They were carbon copies and similarly dumb looking. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's genetics for you, but it's also growing up in the same family. You know, where the parents go, oh, I like my son to be dumb looking. And they continue that. How is that disagreeing with what I'm saying? Let's answer the question. You people don't ever answer me. Are you fat? How tall are you? How old are you? What is your diet? Let's talk about that. Look at me. I admit to being a liar. I believe it. And here comes Lucy. Lucy she's always with I don't know, with not even a knife. She's got like a sharp little stick that she just tries to poke me. I'm a huge fan of Lucy. Huge fan. But she's always poking me. Why are you poking me? Lucy says, I believe ice cream is good for you. Not ice cream with maybe with 2 biscuits and a lot of sugar. If it's just cream, iced cream, yeah, it's probably good for you. If it has less sugar, it's probably not that bad for you. But I don't think it's good for you. I mean, unfortunately, Oreo ice creams are, they should ask me to sell the things. Every day I'm having 2 of them, which is about 400 calories. But I did not gain any weight yesterday. I lost weight the day before. So I'm eating ice cream, but I'm losing weight. Lewis, which celebrity is always ready for ice cream? Reese Witherspoon, with her spoon. Reese Witherspoon. That's a good joke. Now, I was yelled at yesterday because I say that's a good joke, and I should be laughing. I'm not going to laugh at anything you people have to say. Not just you people. Anybody has to say. I'm not laughing about it. You're not going to get much laughter out of me. I'm a miserable git. I'm sorry. I'm a miserable git. You are not a racist. This is what Claire says. I love when Claire speaks to me. You're not a racist if you don't want the immigrants here, Lewis. And Islam is not a race. It's not a race. It isn't a race. And even if it is a race, who cares? What does a race mean? You've got more melatonin or melanin or whatever it is. There's so little differences between people. So little. It's like the difference between men and women. You know, we're all part of the same thing. We're all part of the same thing. But I want my children taken care of before we take care of other kids. I mean, tell me, am I getting too nasty? I think I'm getting too nasty. Those are the questions. Am I getting too nasty? With this race thing, saying, I don't think so, because I am not that way. Of course, symptoms are on a spectrum. This is what Marianne McCara says. She says it's on a spectrum, from social awkwardness all the way to being nonverbal, like my 25-year-old son who lives in a group home. So who knows? Well, I mean, I'd have to ask you. I mean, I don't want. See, this is why you're so good, Marianne. You're so good because I'm saying these horrible things. I mean, it is horrible to live with a child who is not doing what you expected it to do. It's very, very hard. Group home, yeah. Don't worry, Lewis. I'm a migrant against immigration as well. You're not alone, says Blackadder. Yeah. I mean, what about all those Islamic people who came to this country, wanted to be protected from Islamic fundamentalism in their own country, and they come here, and then all of a sudden their enemies are here? What about Chinese people who moved here to get away from the Chinese Communist Party, and then they look over their shoulder, and then they're members of, the Chinese Communist Party? Who's going to protect them? Who's going to protect them? Blackadder. So Blackadder is a migrant. Okay, well, I'm a migrant. Judel says the camera never lies. What are you saying? Are you saying that I'm fat? Or are you saying you're fat? Who's fat here? Too much ice cream killed my granddad. He was run over by an ice cream van. More jokes. This is the joke hour. It's the camera. That's what it is, says Kermit. It makes you fat. The camera makes you look fat. It's like one of the comedians in America said that a camera adds 10 pounds. That's why she stopped eating cameras. Claire says, Lewis, you look good. Thank you very much, Claire. Thank you, Joe, for prodding Claire to say nice things about me. We have to do the best we can with the hand we are dealt with and forge onwards. Well, do you want to know something? You're right. We got to do the best you can. But the things that stop us from doing the best we can is being told that our kid has a genetic imbalance or genetic imperfection or mutation or something like that. Or that they picked up a disease like cancer. You got anybody can get cancer. No, anybody cannot get cancer. Lucy says, your head looks big because your hair is small. Lucy says, my hair is small. Why do you say that to me, Lucy? You know I'm really sensitive about my hair. I'm trying my best to look as good as I can. I'm 68 years old. I'm too old. And, I'm just trying to hold. And my hair is not quite as good as it used to be. I used to have my hairline used to be here. I used to have like a wolf. I used to have to shave. I used to have to comb my hair so I could see out of my eyes. So please be nice to me, Lucy. Be nice to me. I'm begging you to be nice to me. Anyway, we're falling behind on this chart. We're falling behind. They say the camera adds 10 pounds. That's why I stopped eating cameras. Okay. The answer is I'm not even going to read what you say, Claire, because that is too exciting for me. Okay. They do say that dogs end up looking like their owners, or it's the other way around. Yeah, maybe people choose dogs, that look like their dream person. Maybe the blonde women choose black dogs, or they choose blonde dogs. If genetics doesn't play a part in autism, Vatanai says, how come it plays a part in your son's looking like a younger me? Because autism is a whole series of bad behaviors, and behaviors are taught, Vatanai. They are taught. Basically, they are taught. And who says, and I guarantee if you saw my kids, you wouldn't go, you look like Lewis Schaffer. Maybe you would do that. But I think, is that a good answer, Vatanai? Lewis, I'm not fat, and I'm still 5'7". Yeah, I do know that. But a lot of people I don't know. I don't know how tall Makeshift 101 is. I don't know. And Marianne loves an ice cream sandwich because that's very American. How much does an ice cream sandwich cost in the shops there in like a local, not an ice cream place, but your local place you go to buy a newspaper, corner shop. That's what we call it here. Steve Cuff is 5'9" and 11 stone. Okay, that's reasonable there. I'm a little underweight for my height. I'm 7'6". Okay, that's a joke, Kermit. Kermit is funny, but you're wasting it on me. Even though I like you, you're wasting it on me. Why are you poking me? Oh, you're being nice. Apology required for Lucy. Why does it? What did I say? Do I have to apologize to Lucy? She's got to apologize to me. She's always attacking me and saying I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person. Is that true? I'm not even. Maybe that's not true. I tell you who loves ice cream, Joe Biden. He was absolutely crazy. Yes, that's exactly right. But because it's high in sugar, and it causes elevated blood sugar, which causes cholesterol, not cholesterol, which whatever, which causes dementia. That's why Joe Biden has dementia, because of the ice cream that he has. It is. It's not great for you. Good old fashioned ice cream, makeshift filled. Darklins is here. How tall are you? How old are you? Where do you come from? What do you think of the fat jabs? Curious. I'm against it. I don't trust it. I think they're going to find something the matter with it. It looks perfect right now. Like high blood pressure pills, it looks perfect, but there's always a price to pay. It's like those cholesterol medications. There's always a price to pay. So I lost weight the old-fashioned way. Cancer. No, I lost weight the old-fashioned way, and I'm against fat jabs. And they're also making Denmark rich, because that's the country that produces those things. Darklins, what about you? What do you say, Darklins? Remember, if you ask me my opinion as Mr. Expert, you have to tell me your opinion, I would say. Okay, Lewis, unless you've lost more than 2.2 kilograms, which is 5 pounds, it's pure water retention, not weight loss at all. But why do we store water? It is the same thing. Why do we store water? We store water because we're eating a high carb diet, so our body is desiccated, and it thinks, oh my God, we need to save water because we're dehydrated. So it is very important. I mean, the first thing you save is water loss, but that doesn't mean you're not fat. Just because you're carrying water around with you doesn't mean you're not fat. Is that Ruben? Do you think that that's right? You've turned into Kamala Harris. Well, what has Kamala Harris said? I hope not. I mean, this tells you about the Democrats, who they want to put in charge. Joe Biden. At least Barack Obama was smart, But Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Keir Starmer and they're bad. They're bad. No, you're right. Islam is not a race. It's more akin. Okay, I'm not going to read that. I don't know. I mean, if people want to believe what they want to believe, let them believe what they want to believe. But this is a Christian country. I'm not Christian, but this is a Christian country. When I was small, my parents would get us an ice cream cone at Carvel on Fordham Road, 183rd Street. Where is that? In the Bronx? That's like the last road in the Bronx. Food is tied up in our memories for everybody. My father used to say, Marianne, that food is love. How much does it cost? How much, if you went into Carvel, not even Carvel now, if you went into just your local supermarket, how much would it cost? Because my thing costs £2.20. I'm going to give my son money because it's a lot of money. £2.20, which is £3. £3 for 60. It's about the size of my wallet here. That's how it's smaller than that. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. Is that what you're saying, Joe? I'm not in the mood. My mood is picking up a little bit. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? You're not getting too nasty. We all need a rant. I'm a bit peed off myself today. SHITE happens, says Steve Cuff. Yeah, it happens. But it happens with me every other day. Every other day. You're not getting... That's what Steve Cuff said. Red Knight is here. Where are you from again? How much do you weigh? Are you fat? Trump's speech at the UN was beyond incredible. Historic moment. He basically spoke the truth. That's what I'm trying to do. Not even trying to do. That's what I do. That's why I have respect for him. He's telling them, you and your climate change scam. Horrible. Horrible. Ray Knight, how much do you weigh? Where are you from? How old are you? Hands up who turned up hoping to get a proper grumpy bastard. Nobody wants a grumpy bastard. You want the old Lewis Schaffer who was happy. Maybe. I don't even know what you want. I don't know what. We got 40 people watching this. Let's see how many people are watching it. We got 35. You know what I mean? This is it's so good. We got the people watching this show. I'm really happy about that. I don't even know why you're watching it. I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't say why you're watching this. Well, I was born in another country, quote unquote Ireland. But if they kicked me out, I would just get on with it. I might not be happy, just get over it. I'm not saying we kick people who are born in this country out, but I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. Raw Egg Nationalist recommends eating ice cream, especially homemade ice cream. Says it's a superfood. Well, does he make it with sugar? Does he make it with sugar? Shanks. Well, good to see you, Shanks. If you look at the whatchamacallits, the thumbnails, that's Shanks's work. Ice cream cone, slider, ice cream sandwich between two wafers. Yeah, an ice cream sandwich is between two biscuits. My thing fell down. My thing fell down. I had 5 eggs today. Nobody asked, but I'm telling you that. Raw Egg Nationalist. Is that his account name? Raw Egg Nationalist. Fat jabs are a quick fix, says Darkland. Thank you for coming in with your own opinion. And we don't know the long-term side effects. Yeah, we don't know about fat jams. Plus, someone is making a lot of money from them. Yes, or the Danish people. Yeah, someone's making a ton of money. And it doesn't teach people how to recognize food, to eat proper food. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. It's a quick thing. A box of 6 4-ounce ice creams, which is bigger than my ice cream, is £5, which is like, let's say $4. 4 pounds is $4.99, says Mary Ann McCara. So if you buy them by the box, they're £4 for 6. That's about 70 cents each, which is about 60 cents each. That's so cheap. Compare that with £3 for 1. I mean, granted, it does have the Oreo name on it. It does have the Oreo name. Yeah. So Darklands, I agree with Darklands. We're still a little bit behind. What did Lucy say? Do they have a stop poking me for one for Lewis, says Joodles. Stop poking me. But you do poke me. Do you not poke me, Lucy? Do you not? Every time you write me something, I always think you're saying you effing idiot at the end of it. My wife was like that. That's maybe why I find Lucy so attractive. And I don't even know what she looks like, but I find her personality very attractive. She's always says to me, Lewis, you effing idiot. Am I allowed to say that on the air? The ice cream sandwich makes more sense than as a slider than as a small burger does. A slider. What is a slider? I've had 1 sausage today, black pudding, hash brown, 1 egg for breakfast, and sometimes for dinner. Yeah, you're on the right track, but I mean, I'm against eating. I have sausages. I'm against eating cooked food too, cured food. It's bad for the gout. It's bad for arthritis. Raises your uric acid level. Basically, that's what Makeshift Phil says. To be honest, Blackadder, who's a foreigner, who's an immigrant or whatever he is, I don't see the fact that the Danes are making large amounts of money from that jab a bad thing, except if they want to do their Viking ways. Well, you know what? We fought off the Vikings, and we weren't 100% successful, but we fought them off. We'll fight off other people. We'll fight off other people. There you go. Claire is eating Serrano ham again, and I'm against that, really. What did you see, Lucy? I've seen those, Marianne. Looks good. What have you seen? What did Marianne say that she saw? What did you say that she saw? I'm waiting for my ice cream to come. Should I eat the ice cream? Should I eat the ice cream? Anyway, Claire is having Serrano ham, which is cured ham, and it's delicious. It's better than eating any plants. Okay, so I'm with you, Claire. See, I could do with eating a lovely peach right now. Yeah, every single day I could eat peaches. I love peaches. I love hard peaches, soft peaches, wet peaches. I love them. I love them. From horny helmets to horny helmets. Al Murray. That is that an Al Murray joke? Well, that's very good that you're giving him credit. He's a good guy. A slider is a smaller burger in a smaller bun. Oh, I see. It's like one of those party burgers. Party burgers. Okay, but thank you, Paul Manning. Paul Manning is here. We're up to 40 again, so we're doing great. I'll try eating raw meat for a week and see how it goes for me. I'll find somebody on YouTube to watch a guide. Yeah, well, you could go to my Twitter account, Makeshift, and see what I have for breakfast, which is I have raw brisket and I have 5 runny eggs, runny eggs, egg yolks, not the whites. I don't eat the whites that much. I thought a slider was what that young Egypt wore on their feet with socks. What young Egypts? Yeah, it could be. Your ice cream is about 70 cents per bite. It is. It is. And when I'm down to that last little bit, you remember that little bit I had yesterday? And I'm thinking, I need more. This is not enough. Bill Gates has said he wants to join Trump and finish building the wall on one condition, that he can install Windows. That's a joke, Gammy Russ. Thank you very much. Trump was brilliant at the UN. Teaser Pop says, yes, he was. He was brilliant. He was so relaxed. He's making jokes. People were laughing with him and at him. He should everybody. Lucy says it's a fun-sized burger, similar to my pee-pee. When my brother is back from holiday, we'll both give it a go, eating raw meat. You know what? It's not going to be 100% cure for health problems, but it could add another 5 or 10% of making you feel better. You don't drink as much when you eat raw meat. I know I drink a lot here because it gives you something to do with my mouth. Anyway, but raw meat is good. Makeshift 101. Okay. About the cost of things, period, or comma, I popped into the local funeral directors earlier today. I was astonished by how expensive things are. I asked the chap at the funeral directors why, and he said, well, it's the cost of living, mate. He's making a funeral parlor joke. Thank you, Ruben. My mom could do with having a keto diet or just eating meat. She can't shift her stomach at all. What does that mean? She's got a stomach. Yeah, it's very hard to lose weight. And the best way to lose weight is to keep track of your calories, to eat raw meats and eggs and cheese, and to write everything down. Keep track of your calories by writing everything down. And don't eat carbs. Don't eat carbs. Why are smaller things called fun size? They're less fun than the proper size. That's true. You have more fun with bigger things, says Steve Cuff. I'm with you. Anyways, Judah's laughed at that. She never says, I'm laughing at you, Lewis, but, you play your own game, Judah's. You play. Anyway. Okay, I've eaten tapas most of the day. Why have you eaten tapas today? So I'm too full up for dinner. Well, you're also not a big eater, and you're very in control of your diet. As you can tell with me, as I'm only semi in control of my diet, because I'm going to have 2 ice cream sandwiches today. I'm sorry, Claire. I'm going to have 2 ice cream sandwiches, but I'm not going to go above 2,000 calories. So, and I'm going to go out and walk another 5 or 6,000 steps or more, maybe, and I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. I've eaten tapas most of the day today. Okay. Makeshift 101. My mother is 54 and she can't get enough sugar. She gets headaches. That's a lie. That is a lie. Everybody loves sugar. Sugar is addictive, but that doesn't mean your mother gets headaches from that. I'm not calling your mother a liar. But Steve says she sounds sweet. Good joke. The local police station where I live, where did you go? Where did you go? Did you delete that? What did we just do? Which bit of your ranting and grumps should I have laughed at so far, Lewis? I don't know. I don't know what I've said, but you got to make it up in your own head. You got to decide that's really funny, and then convince me that I was making a joke and not ranting. If we are fun size, this is Kermit. Kermit has been a big help to me. If you guys need help, go to Discord. Let's everybody take a moment and go to Discord and sign into Discord. Go to the YouTube page down below, and it should give the link to that. Go to like. That's the thumbs up. Like this thing. Like this thing. Let's see how many people have liked this thing. That doesn't seem right. It says only 2. So I'm going to have to change the page and see how many we have. We've got 20 people liking it. So like it more. Anyway, if we are fun-sized, they may not be as fun, but if they are fun-sized, they can be more fun, Steve Cuff. If we are fun-sized, it may not be as fun. So you're saying other people, I mean, it's a good point. I don't even understand it. Claire C. Lewis, you make my day, and I will not judge you with the Oreo ice creams. You are doing so well. I think I am. I remember a month ago I was at 80, and now I'm at 77. So I've dropped 2.2, which is 5 kilograms in a month. And this is basically where I am. I'm not going up that much, and I'm going to go down. We're plateaued here, whatever that is. We baselined here. I like how there is a disclaimer that I'm foreign before my messages now, laugh out loud. I don't have a BLO, a blow passport. What is a blow passport? A blue. You don't have a blue passport. Okay, you don't. You don't. Well, why not? Get a passport. Discord link in video description isn't working. Okay. Thank you, Shanks. That's what I need to know. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go to the Discord thing and go to Discord. Go to the Discord and pull up a new thing. This is what I have to do. I have to do this. Okay, here we go. Are you sure it's not working? Are you sure? We're going to go here. Maybe you're right. It's not here. It's not here. So everybody, please like, thumbs up, please join. Please go to my Patreon thing. Go to Coffee and see if that works. We're now definitely above this 1,000. Not that we'll ever get monetized, but we're, hold on one second. Where are we here? Where are we here? So here is the Discord. While I'm doing this, everybody go to Discord. Everybody go to Discord. Where is this here? Share, save, clip, report. How do I edit this? Oh, edit video right there. I'm always lost when it comes to these things. I'm replacing the Discord link. Can you see this? You can't see it. You can't see it, but I'm replacing it. Thanks. Great job with the whatchamacallit, with the thumbnails. So that's this. Uh-oh, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Can you see where it says Discord? The link right there. Yes, Lewis, it's not working because you didn't change the link in the description from 10 minutes to never expires. It needs changing. Okay, let's go back there then. Let's go back there. Oh my God. I'm going to give you money, Columbus.
£2 for ice cream.
Yes, £2 for ice cream. You're not rich, Columbus.
There you go. What do you say?
Thank you very much.
Good one.
Who taught you to say thank you? Did I teach you to say thank you? Do people ever say to you, you're so polite?
Mum did.
Did she do that? Don't say that. You just said that just to get me angry at you.
Well, Mum made us write all the thank you cards for birthdays and Christmases.
Well, that's nice.
You never did that.
I know you did that.
We never got anything from your
me.
From your friends.
I guess not. Well, why should they be sent to you? They should have been sent. Do I have any friends? Look at what we got. Can you see that? It's like this. It's like the size of a wallet. It's like the size of a wallet. Can you see that? I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. It's so good. So good. It's so good. Anyway, thank you, Shat. Thank you to the producer. Yeah, for bringing it. Thank you to that. No, I'm not going to be happy. It's going to make me happy for a second because it raises my blood sugar. But then then it's going to be a crash. I mean, I need to take a break 1 hour in. Otherwise I fall asleep on the air. Do you remember when I used to fall asleep on the air all the time? And now it's less and less and less. Okay. So everybody make a copy of the Discord. Right, make a copy of it and put it down and then check it out later. Everybody, please like this thing. That's really important. Let's like this thing. What are we doing over here? What am I doing? I'm going over here, over here, over here. What's going on over here? Okay, over here. It's so small, Columbus. It's not enough.
Would you like a sandwich?
No, thank you very much. No, because it doesn't have any ice cream in it. Okay. See, it's taken my mind off of talking to you people. Yeah, Donna says, what the F is this? How is this working out? Carbs, 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 then eating like total SHI. Makes no sense. You're right. You're right. It doesn't make any sense. But you know what it is? This is the problem with the diets that we're on. It's just so difficult to say no. So when somebody says they're fat, I never go, you don't get mad at somebody for being fat because it's almost impossible to be thin. How do you say no to an ice cream sandwich? How do you say no to that? Can you see that? 2 cookies, 2 biscuits. 2 biscuits. Two biscuits. I mean, it's bad because I'm going to be hungry after this. I'm going to have to go in the other room and put water on my face. Seed oil, sugar, artificial filler, wheat. Yeah, that's bad. And it is bad. Luckily, it's only 1 biscuit. It's not like my main food where I'm guzzling seed oils. It's not like I have artificial sweeteners and stuff all the time. As I said before, if you don't buy it, you can't eat it. Unless you find it and pick it up, which is what I do. I pick stuff up off the street. I find food. But the point is the producer offered to get it to me. Were you here when he offered to it? And He guilted me into taking it. He guilted it. Harry Mack is here. Very low carbs makes you want to eat carbs. No, that's not true. Carbs make you want to eat carbs. One bit of carb makes you want to have another bit of carbs. Like this. If there was another one in the other room, okay, I would have it. Is the producer a feeder? Meaning, is he feeding me?
You try to feed me.
I tried to feed him.
Except you keep on offering me food that I just don't want to eat.
But you should want to eat
So
it.
it doesn't even work.
But I'm because I'm being polite too, and I don't have any food. What food do I eat?
Steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs. That's what I eat. Whenever I'm making something, I offer Columbus. Excuse me, whatever his name is. You've only missed grumpy bastardness. We were hoping for an upturn. I've been bad. I've been bad today. I've been really bad today. I've been really bad. But I'm not and Columbus doesn't feed me, generally speaking. I mean, he's a generous boy. Carbs are a little bit like Guinness then. A little bit of Guinness makes you want more. Well, that's alcohol, and alcohol also makes you want more. Nobody ever has just one drink. You know, they have 2 drinks and 3 drinks, and then you can't stop. Steve Cuff, can you stop? Are you a drink stopper? It is very important as a cult leader to be a hypocrite. Church leaders, politicians, all hypocrites, and cult leaders in their own way. Yes, that's so true. I am a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite regarding food. I'm a hypocrite regarding this. Everything, I'm a hypocrite. You can't trust anything that I say. Anything that I say. You know. Yeah. Grumpy bastardness. Love that. You love that, Kerry Macca says, Junos. Like I said to Stephen, better late than never. Yes, you're here. We still have 45 minutes to go, I think. And we're 40. We're doing really well with this stream. We're doing so well. When's the mukbang live stream? What is a mukbang? Am I allowed to pronounce that? Is that a bad word? Mukbang. Jedster asks. Good to see you, Jedster. Love to see Jedster. Yes, I'm a stopper. I don't drink very much at all. I spill most of it. Me too. I go out. If I remember, and yeah, if I have more than 2, I will spill the 3rd. Shanks goes, did Patrice O'Neill used to stay at your place when he was in London? Yes, very frequently he stayed with me in London. Very frequently. He's dead now. He died of diabetes. I didn't even know anything. I never called him fat. I never said you've got diabetes. I never said that. I got a picture here. Maybe I can show you the picture of Patrice O'Neill. A lot of people don't know who Patrice O'Neill is, but holding the producer when he was a child. Where is that? Where is that? Did you see that? Where did that? Did somebody? Where is the image of you being held by
No.
Don't show it.
No.
How can you tell? You were like a little baby.
No.
You were an absolute baby. You were a baby. Baby. They created a whole new wine, especially for the banquet, but Trump doesn't drink. I wonder, did they give him a Coke? Yeah, he used to drink Diet Cokes all the time. But that's bad for you. He's doing all right. He's 79, but he could be healthier. How old am I? I'm 68 years old. Look at how great I look. Do I look good? Anyway, let's get back to Shanks. He used to stay here. Oh, mukbang. Eating McDonald's online is a mukbang, says Shanks. I did not know that. No, but Patrice, I got a picture of him holding my beautiful boy right here. Right here, my beautiful... Yeah, Jedster says Diet Coke. He drinks Diet Coke. I got pictures of him, pictures of It's interesting. I've been around in the comedy thing, and one thing you can say about being a comedy, you get to see and meet a lot of famous people or hear about famous people, and that's one of the best things about it. Basically, Lucy, I'm telling Lucy this. I don't know why. Is your friend Doug is your friend Doug the comedian Doug Stanhope? No, I've met Doug Stanhope. I've had drinks with Doug Stanhope, but no, I'm not really close friends with Doug Stanhope, though I liked his comedy a lot. I don't know. I haven't heard much of what he's doing. He was drinking a lot, and that's not good for your brain. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe somebody tell me who knows what Doug Stanhope is doing. But he is great, and he used to come and visit. I don't drink either, Kerry Maca, but when I do, wow, strawberry daiquiris are just too nice and easy to drink. On the downside, a hangover then. Yeah, it's the sugar. It's the sugar, yeah, but a daiquiri is amazing. Is amazing. I used to drink those as a kid. They don't people I don't know if anybody drinks them nowadays, but that was like the main girly type drink that I used to drink. 50 grams worth of Red Bull, according to Russ, was stolen from a warehouse. Red Bull. How do them bastards sleep at night? That's a good question. Don Aylesbury also said, loved Trump's speech at the United Nations. He should have given that speech with Keir Starmer right there to Keir Starmer's face. You're destroying this country. It was the best and a very strong 6%. What was 6%? What is this 6%, Gammy? Stephen. Anyway, where are we? Doug says, excuse me. Jedster goes, yeah, Doug's a great comedian. Yeah, he's a really great comedian. A really great comedian. I mean, he was drinking a lot. I know a few people who are drinking a lot. What's his name? Died of drink. I'm Doug Stanhope, and that's why I drink. Is that one of his lines, Lucy? Did he say that? That's so funny. That's so brilliant. I read the Patrice O'Neill I Knew by Lewis Schaffer on Chortle website. Okay. My son actually, is that what you read, producer? My son read that, and he said it was well written. It was one of the nicest compliments I've ever received. Is my son saying that? But thank you, Shanks, for reading that. Steve Cuff. I grew up in Weston Supermare, says Vatanai. In the pubs there, my friend Angela used to grow up there. My pubs there, they used to serve mild. It was popular with the holiday makers from the Midlands. What is mild? How mild is mild? Have you ever met Dennis Leary? And was he wearing a cheese helmet? I never met Dennis Leary. I never met, but he had a run-in with Greg Giraldo. Have you guys ever heard of Greg Giraldo? He is like a Patrice O'Neill, not similar to Patrice O'Neill, but such a brilliant comic. A brilliant comedian. I'm going to start to cry. Greg Giraldo, because he's dead.
Who?
Greg Giraldo. You might want to Google him.
See that guy who died today?
No, he died even before Patrice O'Neill died. And he died with 3 kids. They took his 3 kids. So he was on drugs himself. He was like he got married and he wanted to live a single wild life.
Your friend?
I would call him my friend, yeah. I mean, not as good a friend as, say, Russ or Doug, but a good friend. A good friend. A good friend. That was his intro when he did a bit on Charlie Brooker's show, Lucy says. Yeah. How funny a joke is that? My name is Doug Stanhope, and that's why I drink. I'm Doug Stanhope. It's a great line. When I was a sixth former, we used to go and have a pint of mild and a pie for lunch. What is a mild? Can we look that up?
Mild beer.
How mild is it? What percent is it? Like 3%?
It's like an IPA.
It's like an IPA. IPA isn't mild. The IPA has a lot of stuff in it to prevent decomposition, whatever that is. It has a lot of hops.
It's like it.
It's like it, but it's not. Okay, well let's find out.
I'm not sure.
Paul Manning says, "Sorry, I got waylaid there, joining the Discord thingamajig." Okay, good. So how many do we have in the way thing? No Guinness in Somerset. I call it Jacob Rees-Mogg. Jacob Rees-Mogg. Jacob Rees-Mogg. I don't know what that means, but I know who Jacob Rees-Mogg is. Yes, there was a good pint of Bass in one of our favorite pubs. Wasn't Charlie Brooker? This is what Lucy says. Wasn't Charlie Brooker on Nunhead once? Lewis, I tried to find him on Mixcloud, but no joy. No, I've never met him. I don't think I have met Charlie Brooker, but he was great. Whatever happened to him? He was so 2010s, or maybe earlier. Did you like him? I think he's great. I think he's great. It's my dream to make love to a woman who looks like Kim Kardashian, but knowing my luck, she will look more like Kim Jong-un, is what Russ says. Another joke. Good joke. But Charlie Brooker, I really liked a lot. I mean, I'm not on a lot of these shows because I'm very erratic and I'm not consistently funny, and I'm very moody, and I could say something really horrible. I could. Kermit, good to see you again, Kermit. Mild ale is a type of ale. Modern milds are mostly dark colored with an alcohol by volume of 3 to 3.6%, similar to American style horrible beers, although they're lighter hued as well as stronger milds, reaching 6%. How could you be a mild and be 6%? That's more than a 5%. You liked him at the time. Yeah, he was great. I thought he was great. I liked his attitude. I don't even remember what he was like, but I never met him in person. There were really good comedians out there. You don't hear about them because on the BBC, whatever, they're all just horrible people. Though we're not watching the BBC. My mate used to say, he who F's oh, he who's fussy doesn't do very much. You got to, right, for men. This is for men. Brooker is a massive lefty these days, like most of those who work for the BBC. I don't find that surprising, Kermit. He's probably a lefty because you have to be, because they control the country, the BBC. You have to. Lewis, do you agree with people that Dennis Leary stole his act from Bill Hicks? About the smoking thing, I would say possibly. I mean, it's such a radical thing to accuse somebody of stealing an act. It's a radical thing. Yeah, maybe people supposedly stole my act, and I supposedly stole their act. So who knows what the truth is? The BBC is the Ministry of Truth, says Blackadder. Yes, the Ministry of Truth. How do you find Lewis's Discord profile? I've not used it before. Well, what does that mean? What does it mean, a Discord profile? I find it so hard to use Discord. Kermit was helping me a little bit. IPA was invented with lots of preservatives, as I said, because it needed to supply the Raj in India, the beer of conquest. Yeah, was it shipped out there by boat? Do you think IPA was shipped out to India, or did it come from India? Brooker used to write for The Guardian. Yeah. Well, The Guardian is the state-sponsored newspaper, I would say. When you joined, it should have taken you straight to that server, Paul. Okay, so thank you, Joodles, for helping him out. That's Joodles. How are you supposed to have stolen Sadowitz's act? Exactly. Do I seem to have stolen Sadowitz's act? But he thought I was stealing. But he thought that about a lot of people. I don't take offense at it. I mean, I've stolen a few things unintentionally, and maybe even some things like a line intentionally. But generally speaking, anybody who's seen my act thinks I'm a one-off. They think I'm a one-off. I don't know. Am I a one-off? Lucy says I've got 2 books on his TV columns, on Charlie Brooker's TV columns from The Guardian. Are they good? They're probably, well, they're in The Guardian, so they can't be that good. The mild I drank was milder in taste and smooth in the mouth. The darker than bitter, but not as bitter. Darker than the bitter, but not as bitter. It was slightly lower in strength, too. Mild is more to do with taste, not strength. What does that mean, taste, not strength? It means it has less IPA or less alcohol? I met Jerry Satters last year. He was lovely. Yeah, maybe he's gotten lovelier. I never disliked him, even as he's calling me that. I met, yeah. Steve Cuff says, Sadowitz makes Cubby Brown look like Mary Whitehouse. Yeah, he was out there. Lucy says, I don't think Dennis Leary is much like Bill Hicks. Well, Bill Hicks's cigarette smoking routine was like Dennis Leary's cigarette smoking routine. Hey, lovely, still poorly, says Leanne. Leanne is back. So only managed to get on. Hope all is good. Okay, well, let's everybody wish Leanne get well. Let me say this to Leanne. If you want to get well, go into the shower and get your body warm. Go into a bath and get your body warm. That's really important. Hey, lovely, still poorly. That's what Leanne says. Save us, Leanne. Some German reporter admitted on RT News that the CIA writes his articles or tells him what to write about and then pay for his expenses. Then he dies shortly afterwards. Well, yeah, maybe that's what the CIA could do. Who knows? You know, that it's the CIA. Of course they're going to kill somebody. Mild was an old man's drink, says Kermit. Fell off in the 1960s until a small batch brewers started on it. I've heard that beer is like basically crumbling. That's what I've heard. I've heard people have stopped drinking beer. And all these small local beer places like Broccoli Beer or whatever, Peckham Brewery, whatever it is, they're not quite as popular as they was. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to take a 2-minute break. Can I take a 2-minute break? Can we write whether you think my act has been stolen from somebody who I remind you of, who, maybe not. Does anybody remember Greg Giraldo? Do you remember him? Greg Giraldo, lovely guy. Lovely, lovely guy, Greg Giraldo. And Marianne, his wife, lovely woman. He's got like 3 or 4 kids, maybe 5. Just a lovely guy. A lovely, lovely guy. Will you run the bath for me, Lewis? I will run it, but I'll get in the bath first. So you'll have to join me there, Leanne. What's with the loads of people from the same political party in Germany dying? I assume that's what you mean, Steve Cup. I'll be back in a second. Next time, don't buy me an Irish a sandwich. I love this. It tires me out. All right, Lewis Schaffer back. We're back in business. Leary was more aggressive and animated in his delivery, while Hicks was more laid back and sardonic. I remember buying No Cure for Cancer as soon as it came out on VHS. Loved them both. That's who said that again. Let's just make sure we give credit. Paul Manning. Yeah, but that's, I mean, animated doesn't is not comedy. You know, you got to have something to say. I still like watching Charlie Brooker stuff now. This is what Kermit says. But I can't imagine how lefty it would be if he was still doing the weekly wipe. I can imagine nonstop digs at Trump and Farage. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and Farage is improving in his tone recently. Do you agree with that? Fatanai says, occasionally I watched Howard Stern. Sometimes he was funny. He used to have women sit on a vibrator stool and dare them to climax. He turned into a jerk over the COVID jabs. Yeah, he did. I would say that he did. I was a huge Howard Stern fan. I mean, a case could be made that I'm very close to Howard Stern in my style. Would you agree with that? I mean, I'm not Howard Stern. He was like a total professional. He wasn't a total professional, but he knew what he was doing, and he worked really hard, and he had content and all that stuff. But I like the idea. I like Howard Stern a lot. I like that. I like Howard Stern. I used to like Howard Stern. I don't like him now. I mean, I like Howard Stern now. I'm not going to unfriend somebody just because they're horrible. But did you see where he interviewed Joe Biden? Did you see that? And he was like basically telling Joe Biden he was amazing. He had to tell Joe Biden he was amazing because Joe Biden was too far gone to actually tell anybody he was amazing. He was always a jerk. Who was always a jerk, Lucy? Is that Charlie Booker? Darklands comes in. I still watch old Chris Morris stuff. Brilliant. He'd definitely be canceled today. Yeah, he would be. He would be. I don't think he was on that much even back in the day. Bubbles. No, I'm against Bubbles. Leanne wants to take a bath, telling Lud to put Bubbles in the bath. No, you don't put Bubbles in the bath. It goes up your whatever it is, and it causes irritation of your internal organs. Then Russ says he's seen all my stand up on YouTube and love it. There's very little there. Very little. I never recorded any of it. I didn't like it. It was never, because I'm not prepared for any of this. It's like these shows. If you tuned into these shows, would you come back and watch it again? Oh no, Howard Stern. He has become a jerk. Well, he broke his wife's heart. The whole thing about Howard Stern was he was loving to his wife, Lucy. You're right. He was loving. And then he broke his wife's heart. He became too big. He's probably a billionaire, Howard Stern, I can imagine. Maybe not. I don't think Farage is getting better to the lefties. No, I don't think he is. They are incandescent about his remigration rhetoric. Yes, I'm not saying he's getting better for the lefties. He's getting better for the righties. The righties placed such hope in him and then kind of lost a bit away. And now we're happy what he's saying. We're going to kick people out. Call the women's parts a fanducal. You might get away with that word, a fanducal. Is that a real word, a fanducal? Have you heard of Cirrus Nelms? Yes, I've heard of her, but I don't think I've ever seen her, Alex. But thank you for mentioning that. You love Bubbles. You shouldn't love Bubbles. They go into your pajumis, into your fanducal. They go into your fanducal and irritate, and they cause irritation. Irritation causes inflammation, and inflammation causes disease. So don't do that. Don't put anything in your insides, except, I'm not going to say what. Yes, you made me think of Howard Stern today. Well, maybe I have. I mean, he was more, I mean, Howard Stern is amazing, but how could you agree with his politics there? How could you agree with it? How could you agree with it? You can't agree with it. Thank you very much, Fatanai. He thinks I remind him of Howard Stern. I grew up listening to Howard Stern, listening to him for for years and years. It's like we're controlling Farage with the Overton window. Yeah, there's stuff you are not allowed to discuss. And we're saying to him, don't be in that Overton window. Be out of the Overton window. Chris Morris was amazing. He was like, he was going to make a film about the Shah of Iran, but I doubt we'll ever see the light of day, unfortunately. That's Paul Manning. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to ask Lewis to give you a thorough examination, Leanne. He knows loads about health. And yeah, I'll whoever you, I'll do it to anybody. Cheryl, how do you pronounce her name? Harris Neems is trapped in a Turkey for trying to steal clothes from a mall. She can't get out. She's trapped in a Turkey. Was that one of the bits that she did that was quite good? You almost swear Lewis has never witnessed a real life F. It's not like an open cave. No, but if you're taking a bath with yuckiness all around it, it can irritate. It can irritate. Do you like Harlan? Do you know Harlan Williams? Never met him, Shanks. I like his stand-up comedy. He was on stand-up on the spot on YT recently. No. I mean, I've seen some videos with him. He was going to be the bright star for the future. Did that ever happen, Shanks? What are you saying about Mick Hucknall? That's that song. Isn't that a Simply Red song? It's a word I heard. That's that fandukel by my mom's friend to use to describe it one time, and I can't get it out of my head. Fandukel. I can't use bubble, but that doesn't mean you wouldn't love them. A bubble bath is scrumptious. It's carbs for the bath. It's worse than carbs because you shouldn't be putting anything that's made of tiny little things next to your fandukel. I try not to use soap anymore. It's not good for you. It's not good. Vatanise. Bubbles make your fandukel wet. I think water makes it wet. Is that what you're guessing, Kermit? Let's see what's going on here. I don't agree with Stern politics. When I first watched him, he was not interested in politics. He was just wanted to see a woman on the vibrator. Yes. I mean, and if the politics he was interested in, he would have been a Trump supporter. He wouldn't have been a bozo Biden supporter. A comedian I used to love was Phil Kay. I've worked with Phil Kay many times. Also a lovely, lovely guy. The Scots chap with curly hair. I've not seen him for years, but he used to be cracking. Yes, he was cracking. And he was out there. He was like really out there. So a big round of applause for Phil Kay. Round of applause. I'm give Phil Kay a round of applause. You might want to Google him. But he's great in like a room. He'd walk into a room and he'd be like chaos. He'd be like me, but more chaotic. Even my 3-year-old got something bad from using a bath bomb, says Kermit. Yes, they're bad. Do not use a bath bomb. Do not use a bubble bath. Stay away from that. Do you agree with me, people? Daz agrees with me because he says I've cut my soap use way down. I go into the shower. I don't wash my hair. I don't wash my face anymore. I wash my hands, and maybe I'll wash my... I'm not going to say. Harlan Williams was in a few movies like Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, he was a bright light. That's over 30 years ago. Nothing wrong with soap, Lewis. Well, for you, I will use soap, Lucy, but I don't believe in soap. I don't believe it's necessary. Do I look dirty to you? Here, look up close. Does it look like there's any dirt here? Are there any blackheads? No. Just getting used to the word FNA. FNA. Oh, FNA. Darkland says, I'll check out Phil Kay. Yeah, I don't know whether the videos are going to be good, but he's great. He's great. If you ever see him, just say Lewis Schaffer raves about you. Hadn't finished Fandukel. We'll show understanding and use it in 3 sentences. Okay. I did once date a girl, Kermit, who had a flap reduction. I did too. I don't want to say who it is. I did too. I did too. She had a flap reduction, and she wanted me to see it. I didn't even care about it. I didn't care about it. I don't believe that. I didn't. I know do you guys know what that is? I don't want to discuss it. His hands and his nether regions. Basically, yeah, basically, basically. I don't wash my hair anymore. I don't wash my feet because I'm in the shower. Russ says, my next door neighbor who is in a wheelchair is very funny. It's a shame she can't do stand up. All right, that's not one of your best ones, but we appreciate the joke. There are many bad chemicals in most shower gels and shampoo. That's true. I mean, I use shower gel to shave. Look at how I'm shaving. I don't look that good. I don't. This camera. Should I get a new camera, producer? Can you get me a new camera? There are many. Yeah. No shower gels. Though shower gels was gifted to me by one of you people, and I do appreciate it, and I will use it, and I have used it. You know who else doesn't wash their hair? Cameron Diaz. I read that one time in an article. Well, yeah. I mean, she was so beautiful. She doesn't look that great now. She's got bad skin. I think she was a face picker, and I'm against that. I'm against that. P flaps like crash mats. Hey, P flaps. Let asks. I don't know. I don't think it's that necessary. I don't think it's that necessary. Keep the soap away. It's not necessary. And here is the point. If you want to do me, but you say, Lewis, I can't do you because you don't bathe, Lucy. I will bathe for you. I will bathe for you. If you want me to bathe, I will bathe. I will bathe. Okay. I preferred it before Lewis Schaffer. The after op pics have stayed with me for life, Kermit says. Yeah. I mean, I'm older now, so I'm like way more flexible regarding women. Before I wanted, I actually believed in surgery for perfection. I don't believe that anymore. You just come as you are. Come, come as you are. Is that the whatchamacallit Nirvana song? Da 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 da. I wonder what photo evidence was given to the media by Mrs. Macron to prove her sex. Was photo evidence given by Mrs. Macron? Lots of people don't think that she's a girl. That she's a girl. I don't know. Is she a girl? Is Mrs. Macron a girl? I mean, people should be allowed to hang out with people that they love, but we need women to have children. Fiona Corley is a great comedian in a wheelchair. She's on Kill Tony, yeah. I have not seen her. I don't know. Do you pick your nose? Lewis, it is bad. I've never picked my nose. I've never openly admitted to picking my nose. She definitely wants her hair washed. She definitely washed her hair once, Lewis. That was something about the Mary movie. Who are you? You're talking about what's her name? What's her name? I forgot her name already. Let me go find her name. I'm bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. What's her name? You forget a name. But yeah, I guess you got to wash it if it's like that. But thank you, Kermit. Who are we talking about, Kermit? What's her name? Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz. I'm not as smart as I used to be. Am I as smart as I used to be? I don't think I am. I don't feel like I am. I'm not as good looking as I used to be either. It's all bad. It's all bad. But I'm a better lover. I'll tell you why I'm a better lover, because I could find my directions. Candace Owen, says Lucy, is such an evil bee, putting her through that. You got to remember that when you're a celebrity, this is what happens. I've been put through a lot. I've been called vile all the time, Lucy. Is Candace Owen, she's a bit arrogant, really. But, and she's not good to the Jews, possibly. I'm not even sure about that. I mean, I was a bigger Candace Owen fan, and I've listened to the videos, or a couple of videos about Macron's wife. About Macron's wife. He doesn't have any kids, though. And we need kids to fight our enemies. Makeshift says, you leave Candace Owen alone, Lucy. Okay? Lewis, you need omega-3. Where does omega-3 come from? How do you know that I'm not getting enough omega-3? I eat a lot of omega-3. Occasionally I eat fish, but I eat a lot of beef and a lot of lamb. And if you eat enough of it, you get enough omega-3. Right, omega-3. I think Candace is so beautiful. I think she is too. Candace Owens does anything for views. I would agree with that. Possibly, but that's her job, is to get views. Same thing with, what's his name? With Tucker Carlson. I do not do anything for views. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just be like Tucker Carlson, whatever, or who's the other guy? What's his name? And do anything for views. Like all dodgy. I hope I'm not a dodgy podcaster, Vatanai, but I don't do anything for views, because I don't like it when people don't like me. And sometimes when you have people, like this show is an exception. We've had nobody comes on this show, or this actual show, which is the 23rd of September, 2025, stream 105. We've done 105 of these. Nobody comes on, saying bad things about me. I don't want them to. But at the same time, I say things that people may not like. So what can you do? What can you do? I didn't take my shirt off for views, Phil. I took my shirt off because I am proud that I am thin. Okay? And there were 40 people watching, right? Which is the exact same number now. And I'm quite, you know what I mean? Did I do it for that? I'm not sure that I did. Did I take it off? I mean, in retrospect, I think it was a mistake to take it off. I don't know. Just maybe somebody who is out there. I post these videos 3 or 4 times in 24 hours. And I don't, people, they don't seem to be passing them on, saying, you got to watch this. It's a good question. Lewis, says Vatanai, you should consider being more outrageous and moving to a platform where you can say things like the Princess of Wales is a man. Where do the kids come from? I don't remember seeing her fat. The Princess of Wales. Is she a man? I'm not even sure she is. That's not that important to me. Is it important to you, Vatanai? I do know a prominent GB host and recent father who used to make constant jokes about Macron being not straight before he was on national TV. Well, also GB News, remember, there's a lot of prejudice, pressure on GB News not to do that sort of thing. Right? Lucy comes in. I love what Lucy says. She's almost certainly being paid by the Tates to run cover for them, same as Tommy Robinson. She's paid for by the Tates to say that they're not bad people. You know what it is? We're in a state of war now, and you want someone to fight for your team and to be on your team, and they may not be the best people. I'm not the best person, but I hope I'm on your team. You know what I mean? I hope I'm on your team. I'm not on your team to prevent people from being mean to me, but I'm on your team. And the same thing with Andrew and Tristan Tate. The same thing with Tommy Robinson. They're on your team. And somebody has to fight for Britain. If the king won't fight for Britain, if Princess of Wales won't fight for Britain, if the Labor Party has sold out the working class people, somebody has to fight for this country. Okay, so I think this has been a good show. Does anybody have anything else to add? Got a little, since I ate the ice cream, I've slowed down a bit. I've slowed down. But I thought the show, the way I judge a show, we've kept our audience. You people have stayed. Can you do me a favor? Can you go press the thumbs up button if you haven't already? Press the thumbs up. We're at 33. Let's see if we can get to 40. They are not on our team. They are scammers. And they're on our team. They can't be both, Lucy. Can't they be both on our team? Lewis takes his own Parmesan cheese to restaurants. No, it's not a bad idea, though. Lewis. Yeah. I don't do that, but that's a good idea. Lewis, you're one of the worst people, but you're on our team, so we love you. Yes. Yeah, that's what we are. Lewis takes us. No. That's why I love you. You're fighting for. I love you, Cuff. You're fighting for my rights. A few people have said bad things have gone and come back sometimes. Yeah, but today they're not here. But Lucy insists that they are scammers. Yeah, and I was a bad man. I had ice cream. I shouldn't eat during the show. It makes me tired. And it makes you because I'm sitting here thinking, I want another ice cream. That's what food does. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Marianne McCara. You are falling for their grift. There's a lot that they say are true, and a lot that they say isn't true. A lot that Keir Starmer says is true, but the main things are not true, Lucy. I don't trust his values, Andrew Tate. Just sitting there liking expensive cars. Everything I have in this flat is secondhand. What isn't? Careful. I'm not going to.
Okay, well, you've done that before.
I've done it before. He's afraid that I'm going to put him on the camera here. But everything here, can you see everything? Okay, can you hear me now? Anyway, I've muted myself. Okay, we're back. What did you miss? I want to say thank you to Alex. Thank you for Jedster. Thank you for Kerry Mack up there in Northern Ireland. Thank you, Wormelian. Thank you, Darklands, for joining us and being a regular member here. Thank you for Kermit, who's for the help, and I'm going to have to, maybe I'll call Kermit later tonight and see what we're doing wrong and make it all better. All you people should thank Kermit for his generosity and help. Shanks also, thank Shanks for his generosity and help. Thank you for being here. They say what you want to hear to win your trust. Why do they care about me, Lucy? Why? Because I'm a bad man. Maybe that's true. He's not perfect. I see how women can be upset with him, but maybe I agree. Anyway, but thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Marianne from Peekskill. Steve Cuff, appreciate it. Ruben love Ruben. Love Keith Bexley and Ludd. Paul Manning. He's another one who's joined the group. So I say a round of applause for Lucy. For us, thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Joodles. Leanne, I love Leanne. She's going to have a bath, and I'm going to jump right in, I think. Yeah, so thank you. Is that wrong for me to say? Anyway, thank you. Everybody, thank you, Daz. Who else are we? Are we forgetting anybody? If I haven't mentioned your name, just jump right in and say, what about me? You're always forgetting me. Joe and Daryl M. These are people, who've been here and said things. And I want to thank the people who haven't been here and haven't said anything, or have been here but haven't said anything. That's fine. That's actually totally fine. You don't have to say things. I appreciate the people who say things. You're all. Do I seem unhappy with you? Because I'm not. I'm not unhappy. Steve Cuff came back. I appreciate that so much. So much. Okay. Who are we forgetting? Oh, am I forgetting anybody? I'm going to go to the front, the latest people right now and see if Black Adder. I'm glad I saw that you're here. Good to see you. Good to see you, Black Adder. This was Steven, this is our best show ever. Best show ever. What we discussed, we were out there. I thought we were being honest and open. Were we being honest and open? I hope we weren't. I hope we were being good. Okay, say goodbye to everybody. Go to the page. Go to the YouTube page. If you want to get into Discord, like this thing, please press the like button. It's so important. It doesn't cost you anything. Please press the subscribe button. Just to be on the safe side. It doesn't cause anything. Okay? Don't press any of them. And thank you. All right, let me just check this out one more time. I've got to respin this thing. Okay. Black belt barrister. Did we discuss that? I saw that video today. It was brilliant. Okay. So, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. I'm saying goodbye to you. I'll see you on Discord. If you want to send me a message, you can send me a message on Discord. Okay? There we go.